I came home and found another woman in our bed, so I left my boyfriend on the spot. Now his friends and even mine say I overreacted and should hear him out. Did I walk away too fast or was I justified? You're hours away from catching an international flight. You're already daydreaming about tea in London, matching outfits with your sister, and finally getting the break you've needed from everything. Then, in a moment of forgetfulness, you realize your passport is still back home, in the apartment you share with your boyfriend. No big deal, right? Just swing by and grab it. But when you open the door, everything shatters. There's a woman in your bed. She's not a stranger to him, but she's definitely a stranger to you. And that moment, that split second, changed everything. This trip to London had been planned for months. It was going to be the ultimate girls' getaway with my sister. Just the two of us. No work, no drama, no stress. We were finally getting a break from reality. The night before our flight, I stayed at her apartment because she lived closer to the airport. We ordered Thai food, tried on outfits, watched rom-coms, and talked about everything. Our careers, our childhood, our dreams. It was the kind of night you treasure. Then morning came, and as we were getting ready, I had that horrifying realization. Oh my God, my passport is at my apartment. We had time. It was tight, but I could still make it. I shot a quick text to my boyfriend. Hey, I'm coming by to grab my passport. Should only take 10 minutes. No reply. Weird, but I assumed he was asleep. I wasn't expecting fanfare, just a quick in and out. I threw on some comfy clothes, called a rideshare, and headed home. The apartment door was unlocked. That struck me as odd. He always locked up, but okay, maybe he forgot. I stepped inside. The living room was clean. No dishes, no mess, but something in the air felt strange, off, like when you walk into a room where a fight just happened. Silent, but charged. Then I saw him. He was standing by the kitchen, back rigid, hands in his pockets. He looked like a deer in headlights. Hey, I said casually, just grabbing my passport. He nodded too quickly, didn't speak. I walked toward the bedroom, and that's when my world fell apart. There she was, a woman, mid-20s, athletic build, dark hair, just lying in our bed. Fully clothed, but still, it was our bed. She looked at me like I was the intruder. I turned to him. Who is this? He stammered. She's just a friend. She needed a place to crash. She's gay. I looked at her. She said nothing. Just kept lying there. No bag, no shoes by the door, no indication this was a sleepover. It looked wrong. It felt wrong. I didn't argue. I didn't cry. I picked up my passport from the dresser. And as I walked out, I said one thing. We're done. As soon as I got outside, my phone blew up. Wait, please talk to me. You're making a huge mistake. She's a lesbian. I didn't even sleep with her. I swear nothing happened. Text after text, call after call. Desperate. Panicked. He started weaving a story. How they've been friends since high school. How she was kicked out of her place and needed somewhere to stay. How it wasn't what it looked like. How I was jumping to conclusions. But if it wasn't what it looked like, why did he hide it? Why didn't he mention she was staying over? Why didn't he respond to my message? I didn't answer. I couldn't. My sister saw my face the moment I got back. I didn't even have to say anything. That flight to London felt surreal. I sat by the window and stared out at the clouds, thinking, is this really happening? But you know what? London healed me. We went to cafes, danced under fairy lights, took photos by Big Ben, and walked until our feet hurt. We talked about everything. And for the first time in months, I felt seen. Alive. I didn't answer his messages. I posted smiling pictures on Instagram. I let myself live. But I knew there was one thing I had to do when I got home. First thing I did? I booked an STI screening. I didn't have symptoms, but something told me, check. A week later, the call came. You tested positive for chlamydia. Everything froze. I hadn't been with anyone but him. I tested negative before we got together. This could only mean one thing. He cheated. He gave me an infection and still had the audacity to beg for another chance, to gaslight me, to call me crazy. I messaged him. I know everything. Don't ever contact me again. Still, he denied. Still, he said maybe he had it before, but we'd been together for nearly a year. I didn't reply again. Right now, I'm staying with my sister. She's my rock. We're sorting out the lease, because yes, we stupidly signed one just 2 months before this happened. But you know what? I'm okay. I'm going to my follow-ups. I'm focusing on my health. I'm rebuilding. And most importantly, I've learned to trust my gut. Because if I hadn't gone back for that passport, I might still be in that relationship, still being lied to. Still putting my health and happiness in someone else's hands. So if you're watching this, wondering whether you should listen to your gut, listen. You are not crazy. You are not paranoid. You are not asking for too much. You are asking for honesty, loyalty, and safety. And if someone can't give that to you, you leave. Even if it's hard, even if it breaks your heart, you leave. Because what's waiting for you on the other side is everything.